right, True North. So today I wanted to talk about comfort zone. I know a lot of people are working from home, and I'm getting a lot of people coming in with just issues from that. And so I'm just going to try to be short on this one. You hear a lot about people comfort zone, like get out of your comfort zone, and that's where you find growth, things like that, and that's true, right? Think about your comfort zone as this as well. It's a zone, right? And so the less you do, the smaller that comfort zone within you gets, right? So the zone gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So for example, if I don't use my body in ways to access all of the ranges and the motions and the abilities that it has, and I just do one thing all the time and don't do other things, well, you're training your body to disregard those other motions and just do certain ones, and then all of a sudden you want to go out and play a sport or do something, and you move in a position that you haven't in a really long time because you've trained your body to do that. That's when you get the injury. Or as you work at your computer and you're in a really terrible position, and you're in that position and you're working 8-10 hours a day, you're taking very little breaks because you're working from home, now you're not exercising as regularly. A lot of your rhythms have been thrown off, and I recognize that, and it's tough. Which is why we got to be even more aware and pay more attention to be able to do things to combat that, right? So as you work and you get into this position that you're used to being in all the time, then anything outside of that, your body's not going to like it because you haven't accessed it, you haven't used it, and so it's going to be foreign, it's going to be different, right? And so that's why we need to make sure we're maintaining daily rhythms, right, to make sure that that doesn't go away, because you don't want to be that 50, 60, or 70-year-old who now all of a sudden notices they can't back out of the driveway because they can't turn their neck anymore, right? So the less you do with your body, the smaller the comfort zone is going to get, and then all of a sudden just walking around the block is going to hurt, right? Or you're going to be out of breath, right? Because you haven't been doing that, and so your comfort zone gets smaller. So the more you do outside of that, the more you're going to feel it, right? But if you're doing your daily routine, you're working out, you're walking, you're constantly doing things to expand that comfort zone, then you're able to do a lot more for a lot longer, right? That's the point. So that's why we need to keep moving. We need to keep those rhythms of movement within our bodies to combat these terrible positions we're in. And again, you gotta work, right? I'm not telling everyone to quit their job because they're sitting at a desk, right? Change the workstation the best you can. That's a way you can combat that. And then also start developing, different strategies at home to be able to do that, especially with gyms being shut down again. We're gonna need to be really vigilant and just kind of paying attention even more so add that to our bodies, and making sure that we're constantly moving it to stretch, to expand that comfort zone. So when the time does come, right, when we can play sports again and do all the things we love to do, you can actually do it, and you're not actually gonna get injured, and you're not gonna suffer because of it, because you haven't been taking care of your body. So again, making sure you're doing your daily stuff at home, your exercises, taking frequent breaks. If you're an office worker or working from home, and a lot of people like to get honed in and focused because they're hard workers, I get that. But set an alarm on your phone every 20 minutes or half an hour, even if it's just to get up and stretch and move for 1 to 2 minutes and then get back at it. But you got to figure out a way that's good for you to take frequent breaks and making sure you're moving and gaining your full range of motion so your body is more adaptable. So don't let the comfort zone shrink down on you. Keep moving, keep doing things one step at a time to expand that comfort zone so you can be adaptable. And so when things do open back up and you can go out and do things and go back to the gym and be with the people you love to be with, that you can actually do that and enjoy it and not struggle in it. So keep moving, keep expanding that comfort zone, and keep pushing yourselves, and it'll pay off. So hope that encourages you all. If you have any questions, again, email, call, or ask me when you come into the office, and I'm more than happy to help. So take care.